Todd Mortensen from Hays, South Dakota. It's one of those magazines that when you get in the mail, it's the first thing that you grab and take over and sit down and read right away. You just throw everything else away and read that one.
Oh man, everything I like about the magazine. I like the page, whether it's 12 days or whatever.
Oh yeah, the Rancher's Journal.
But just everything. It's just a good magazine. Wayne Thomas from Tennessee.
Laurie Munns from Snowville, Utah. Hansel Valley's home, but the magazine, it's real cowboys. It's what we do for a living. It's good to know there's other people out there that make their living doing the same thing we do, and their mistakes helps us, through our tough times, and their, their joys and happinesses are ours to share. But it's just good to see that.
I'm Jacob McGehee from Macon, Mississippi, which is in east central Mississippi. The main thing I like about the magazine, it covers from the west coast all the way to the east coast. Even though they talk about buckaroos, they also talk about just stockmen. It's a good magazine.
My name's Doyle Kane and I'm in southwest Kansas, and the magazine is awesome and just doesn't come often enough.
I'm Lisa Ogden. I'm from Loving, New Mexico, and it's the best magazine about ranching I've ever seen.
My name's Guy Picard. I'm from Prairie Village, Kansas, a suburb of Kansas City, but I ranch in the Flint Hills. The magazine has been exceedingly well received. I've heard from people in Florida, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma. Everybody loves the magazine phenomenally. Keep up the good work.
The mail runs and the magazine gets there, it's time out. We're not going to do anything else till we see what's in the magazine.
I like it because it is practical. It talks about ranching families and it gives a lot of practical application.
I like the practical articles about the production of agriculture because that's what we do.
It is good because it's more grassroots stories. That's what I like about it. Your target audience appears to be us for a change.
Well, it's one of the best magazines I get, and I read it when I get it, because there's just a whole lot, for a livestock guy like myself, there's a whole lot of good stuff in there.
Well, what I like about it, I like it because it's real stories about real ranch life. There's not, it's something you can believe.
My name is Joe Stout. We're in the Flint Hills of Kansas, east central Kansas. And, first of all, it's interesting. It's got a lot of attractive stuff, but it's got a practical slant to it that I enjoy.
My name's David Cross. I'm from Lewis, Kansas. I'm a cow-calf stalker operator. I love the Working Ranch magazine. I like all your articles, but I especially like this last issue that featured the Judd Ranch and all your nice articles on the NCBA.
I'm Jessie Vanderpool. I work at Storbeck and Guy Cattle Company in the eastern part of South Dakota. It's my family's ranch, and we all get the Working Ranch, and we love it because it is very applicable and true to what actually does happen on the ranch, and it's very encouraging to young people too that go back into production, and you don't always see that in a magazine. So I really like it. Very good information.
We're Dave and Loretta Hamilton. Bedford, Nebraska is where our ranch is, and we know one of your freelance writers, Troy Smith, and just really enjoy the magazine. Lots of color, quality articles on good ranch folks.
Les McGee, we live in Greeley, Kansas. What we like about the magazine is it's authentic, it's down to earth, things that we all know about. We enjoy it.
I like it because it keeps him occupied. I never thought I'd ever live to see that I would mend a magazine, but it's his magazine.
That's great.
And a new one comes, and I mean, he goes through it just page by page.
It's one of the few magazines that when it comes, I read it right away.
West Bend Farms in West Tennessee, and it's one of the best all-around magazines going. Very good content.
Gail George, Uniontown, Kansas, southeast corner. I just like the one thing, the daily write-up that someone puts in every month. That is really interesting to keep up with, how other people operate.
I'm Shorty Jones. I live in western South Dakota.
The Working Ranch magazine is one of the really good ones that tells it like it is.
I'm Brandon Hickey. We have a ranch in western Oklahoma and just absolutely love the photography is outstanding. The stories are so real and down to earth, and there's so much helpful stuff in the magazine. Just really enjoyed just getting to know other people similar to our situations in other parts of the United States.
Vivian Offord in Louisville, Arkansas, and I like the real ranch life stories. We run about 4,000 head of stocker cattle.
My name is Brooke Boyce. I'm from Williams, California, and what I like about Working Ranch is that it's full of useful, valid information.
Oklahoma. My name is Steve Enos, and I just like the articles in it real well.
Larry Schweitzer. I'm from eastern Montana over by Ritchie. The thing I like about it is it's articles about genuine ranchers. Pictures are exceptional too, but all the articles just strike right true to home.
John Ferry, and my ranch is in northern Utah, just south of the Idaho border. It's realistic. There's nothing artificial about the magazine. It's very down to earth and has good application.
I'm Roger Toole from Yuma, Colorado. Really, our address is Eckley, but Yuma in the northeast corner of Colorado. We're feedlot operators, buy calves in the fall coming off the cow, and then spring, or fall-born calves, we buy them in the spring to run on grass, and everything's a feedlot. And yeah, we've got this magazine ever since it first came out, and just nice articles. A lot of times I know the people that the article's about, because I have been there and done that a few times, and it is really a nice magazine. Thank you.
My name is Marty Siss. I have a feed yard at McCook and a ranch also, 300 head of cows. I love reading the magazine. It's very informative on everything I can relate to. I can, from cover to cover, it gets read, and my son also has a copy and does the same.
How old's he?
He's 23 years old.
Is that right?
And it's when the Working Ranch magazine comes in the mail, he's excited to get home to get his mail. So.
Lori Likely from Southern Idaho. We really appreciate Working Ranch magazine. We think it's the true cowman's magazine. We appreciate the articles. I get 2 copies. I give one to my hired man. So we're true believers. So keep up the good work.
Working Ranch is one of the better magazines that I receive, and I receive numerous publications. This is at the top of the list. It's an okay outfit.
Glenn Benjamin from Simla, Colorado, BG Creek Livestock, and I think it's a fantastic magazine. It's well-written articles, great photography, and it pertains to what we do on our operation every day. And there's good informative articles, and it's practical, and it really fits into the ranching lifestyle.
Mike Stokely from Winchester, Kentucky, and I like the magazine. It's very informative, and I get a lot of information from it.
Hi, I'm Ann Brunts from Friend, Nebraska, and I read Working Ranch the other night from cover to cover. Enjoy the magazine, you're doing a great job.
Hi, my name is Jane Lee, and I'm from Goldendale, Washington, southeast part of the state. Yeah, we've been getting your magazine for a couple years now, and we just love it. My husband just loves the articles.
Steve Harrison, Idaho Falls, Idaho. Look forward to the magazine every time it comes out. Love it.
Okay, we're in Lander, Wyoming, and I like the parts of the magazine that are about the ranches and speaking to the people on their own places, interviewing them, and the pictures are wonderful.
My name is Bob Skinner, and my wife Karen over here. That what I like about the magazine most is that first of all, stories about all over the country, real working ranches, real life people, and the photography and everything is just perfect. Real quality magazine. It's the first magazine we all read when we do.
My name is Joy Rezenchek with Cow Creek Ranch in Aliceville, Alabama. We've been getting the Working Ranch magazine for a couple of years now. It's phenomenal in terms of its photography. The content is well presented to the readers, and it's just great to sit down and read in the evening. Great way to end the day.
I'm Frank Rezenchek from Wallace, Texas. I'm manager of Cakeley Ranch. My wife owns the ranch, and it's been in her family since 1899. And I just really love the Working Ranch magazine. I look forward to getting it every time. I can't wait to get it, and I look through it 3 or 4 times and read every story and keep up the good work.